Cubase 13 introduces many improvements that will enhance your workflow and allow you to get the results you want faster and with less effort. Let's check out some of them. The first improvement I want to show you is going to be really important and very welcome by film and media composers, because now we can have track versions for video tracks. It's very common if you're working on a film or a commercial that the director or the production company will send you a new cut, a new version of the video file, like what I have here. So if, for example, I get a new cut from my director, I can now have a new version. I can create a new version on my video track, as I've done right here. And as you can see, now I have the second version and I can toggle between the versions like this. Another handy improvement is that now we have in-place renaming of the events in the project window. So let's say I want to rename this event. All I need to do is just hit a shortcut for renaming the event. So maybe I want to rename this violins, or I can right click and select rename selected events. And a window pops up and I can type the new event name. Next, we have new start modes that are easily accessible through the transport menu. So here we have the different start modes. These start modes determine where the playback is going to start from. So we have start from project cursor position, which is the default in Cubase. We have start from cycle start. So if I select this, you'll see that when I hit my spacebar, Cubase will start playing from the cycle selection. Next, we have a really useful one, start from selection start. And this is very useful if you want to audition different parts of your arrangement. For example, maybe I want to go here to my violins, hit play. And then maybe I want to jump back to my piccolo flutes. I just make a selection. Then I can select my harp. And I don't have to keep repositioning my cursor every time or use the forward and rewind keys on my keyboard to do this. Then we have another mode that will allow you to start from either selection or cycle start. And last but not least, we also have the option to have Cubase return to start position on stop. So let's say I start from here. The cursor goes back to where I started. The key command window is where you can set up your custom key commands in Cubase, and this has seen a major overhaul. Let me show you what you can do. First of all, you can search for a key command right here. So let's say I want to find my key command for renaming my selected events. You can see I can find it straight away, but I can also search key commands by typing the actual key command. So if I activate this keyboard button here, I can type a key command and immediately it gets selected. We also have defined categories so we can see all the key commands. We can see the assigned key commands. I can go and check the customized key commands that I've created as a user, and I can also see the unassigned key commands. And we can also save and load custom key command presets. Another workflow improvement is that you can set up the key commands for macros straight into the macro section. So as you can see here, I have my de-essing macro right here. As you can see, I can see my key command here, but if I want to go to a different macro, I can click here and I can start typing my key command straight away. We also have a new tap tempo in the transport bar. This is located right here. And what I can do is I can tap the tempo with my mouse, and this will be added in the tempo track straight away. Or I can use a shortcut to tap the tempo. The default one is Shift and Space. When it comes to the mixer, we have a really handy feature where you can turn any track from mono to stereo and vice versa. In order to do this, it's just as easy as going to the channel and going to the channel configuration. And as you can see, I can turn this from a mono track to a stereo track by clicking this icon. The same thing can happen on the mix console by clicking on this icon. Now you can also zoom not only horizontally, but also vertically with the mouse wheel by holding a modifier key. If you're recording a lot of CC controllers, you will find the simplified CC recording useful. Let's try and record a CC1 controller on this MIDI part. You will see that when I hit stop, all these multiple points were reduced to a smooth curve that makes way more sense and is way more manageable when editing MIDI. In order to activate this behavior, you have to make sure that the type of new controller events is set to ramp. These are just a few of the new improvements that you can find in Cubase 13 that will allow you to work faster and more efficiently. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.